Welcome to the Takeover podcast. I am Frank, and with me tonight we have Jason Miller from the Last Round Reporter Show.
Yeah.
And Jake Eilerman from Something About Sports. And we're going to bring a guest in here. We'll see how this works out.
Okay, there we go. I fucking got it.
Oh, there it is.
All right.
I don't know how this fucking works.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Well, this is Chip. Is that your full name, Chip?
Yeah, Chip, or whatever you want to fucking say. I don't know.
Well, we were getting ready to talk about the situation that's happening across America with all the protests and the George Floyd situation. What are your thoughts on that, Chipper?
What are my thoughts on it? What the fuck do you mean what are my thoughts on it? It's pretty cut and dry to me. I don't really know what the fucking problem is.
Yeah, I would say that's
hey, you know what you do? You don't murder people. And maybe if you don't murder people, then they won't burn your fucking city down.
That's true.
Fuck.
That's true. They broke the windows at the State House last night, I believe it was, in Columbus.
Ooh.
Yeah.
In Columbus.
Yeah. So across the nation, they are protesting.
Mass fucking chaos. Why not?
Yeah. So get to your Dollar General now because it's going to be looted in no time.
I'm fucking leaving the loot. Are you kidding me?
But yeah, I was saying to somebody today, I don't think that a cop should have any right to put their knee on the back of someone's head unless they're attacking them, right? Like it doesn't matter how much heroin they have or what, you know, right?
Not.
What was George Floyd's crime though? What did he do?
Wasn't it forgery?
Forgery?
Yeah, I think that's all I heard was forgery.
Fucking forgery. Fucking forgery.
Well, I mean, it was pretty clear that cop was a racist with his "Make Whites Great Again" hat. Did you see that? Did anybody see that?
No.
Yeah, there was a picture of him wearing a "Make Whites Great Again."
Nice.
Congratulations, America. That's what you fucking get. That's who's protecting you every fucking night.
Yeah. There is something about cops though, to where even if you're not doing anything wrong, if you're a law-abiding citizen, you still don't want to run into one. So
I mean, fuck it, I'm a criminal myself, so I'll stay out of that comment. But I've been hassled doing fucking nothing.
Well, what's your crimes?
What am I? Hey, what the fuck are you? What are you asking for?
Just trying to get to the bottom of things.
This some kind of trap, huh?
I don't think so. But
hey, I am the world's greatest one, okay? I'm the fucking Tony Montana of candy pushers, all right?
Oh, you flipping candy. I see how it is.
Yes, exactly.
But before this whole thing happened, people were pretty mad in general about masks. I've noticed, just mad, just angry.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, they were mad about masks and having to wear them, and now they're mad about a completely different thing. Totally forgot about that. Just getting together.
It's like this happened in COVID-19. Just like everybody forgot all about it. They're like,
well, you got to figure the people protesting this situation have run the mask people off of the protest line. They just aren't there anymore. They're like, oh well, I think we better go and have a coffee or something.
We're gonna go over here because they seem a lot angrier.
There it is.
Yeah, they had to bring the hoses out and stuff. I guess that's what I heard. They were spraying people with stuff
Recently.
Yeah.
Wait! You can storm the Capitol with assault rifles?
I mean, white people can.
No, you can storm the Capitol with fucking assault rifles. I'm not bust that goddamn window. You can run in this motherfucker with assault rifles.
You can walk in it with a mask on.
Face with an assault rifle, but you touch that fucking window and we'll fucking kill you. There it is. All right, thank you. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's very crazy. The world is nuts though nowadays. We had some weird shit happen to us the other day at the McDonald's drive-thru. I don't know. You would never expect this, but we were up at where you order at the little, the menu. And I was talking, huh?
The speaker?
Yeah, what? The menu. You're looking at the fucking menu, Jake. But I have 3 kids in the back, and we're all getting the orders together. And then 2 random ass people showed up at the passenger side window. Just showed up there, standing there and bothering my wife, and wanted to have us order them drinks.
What?
Yeah, like because they were walking, and the McDonald's people told them they couldn't walk through the drive-thru anymore, so they were hitting us up to get their fix.
Zombie apocalypse for you. There you go.
Yeah, it was so fucking weird. And of course, since we have like 5 people ordering food, we have to pull over into the little number 1 spot off to the side so they can bring it out to us in a minute. And the people that wanted these drinks were flipping out. They were like, "We're over here. We're over here." Fucking never again. Never again. I honestly would have probably rolled the window up if my wife wasn't there, but she's nicer than me. So
what, you told him no, right?
No, we got him.
Yeah. Oh, you got him.
He placed the order, and then they waited with him. Like,
yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, it was so weird, but we bought them drinks anyway.
Well, what do you do? What do you do?
Can I walk up to your window sometime, man? Can I get a fucking Big Mac the next time?
I don't know. You're wacky, man. You're very aggressive.
So angry.
I probably would. I mean, as aggressive as you are.
Exactly.
Yeah, but here in Kenton, that's normal anymore. There was last weekend we had I was treated to country music all weekend. They were just playing it out. There's some contractors across the street, and they were playing Watermelon Crawl. You remember that song, guys?
Oh God.
Don't drive, do the watermelon crawl.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of the day, summer day, Watermelon Crawl.
Don't drive, do the watermelon crawl.
Yeah, but I do like I like the new thing they're doing with delivery, where they just leave it and they go away. Have you guys done any of that yet? Any contactless delivery?
No.
I live in a village. I don't have delivery around here.
Well,
I just don't trust anybody knowing my address.
Really? That seems a little extra paranoid. I don't know.
Well, just in the sense of dude, I'm not giving some random stranger just because they work at the freaking Walmart my address, so that's how you get burglarized.
Well, I mean, I give Domino's my address, and they just leave pizza on my doorstep.
I pick it up, so
yeah. So they're each their own. How you get pizza, Chip?
How do I get pizza?
How you getting it? COVID-19 times.
COVID-19 times, I go and take it from the driver. That's what I do.
Oh, that's nice. You give a nice tip, though, I assume, right, with these times?
Yeah, sure. Once in a while, a gold coin here, there,
You only deal in gold coins.
You're stocked with gold coin. That's what you get as a tip, man. You can't get those anyway. You can only get those at Hanukkah time. Come on.
That's true. They are popular. So, you guys excited for the upcoming election this year? You got Biden, who's he's a real up and comer.
Oh yeah! Wow, young fresh blood, man. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
The Democrats just said we need the youngest, freshest blood we can find.
That guy, I can't imagine what the debates will be like. But they're
going to be the greatest debates that have ever. I just want. This is how whoever does this gets my vote. Is whoever just finally snaps and goes, yeah, well, fuck you. That's who wins. Yeah.
Well, that'll be Trump.
Whoever does it. Dude, it could be either one of them. That's the surprise factor.
No, it'll be Trump. Trump will say "fuck you" or whatever. Biden will be searching around in his pocket trying to find a nickel for you that he thinks he owed you.
Oh, dude, I'm just waiting for one of them to be like, "Yeah, well, fuck you."
They'll be like, "And Mr. Biden, what are your thoughts on that?" And he'd be like, "I think I've got a quarter here for you or something. Hang on a minute." He'll just spend forever digging around his pants.
I can't believe they let you poor people vote.
They don't. Take it right away.
Yeah, I love it. Biden said, if I was in high school, I'd kick Trump's ass. That's a real quote. You actually said it to the press. Not only did you say it to the press, they ran it. Biden said he kicked Trump's ass in high school.
I got hairy legs.
They'd have to go back in time. I'd like to see that fight now, though.
That'd be fun.
But
I figure that's how we're deciding it. Since we all can't, since if they're still not allowed to get in these groups, I'd just say we just let them go do it live on pay-per-view.
Well, yeah, maybe we could. Here's how we decide who the president is. Since Mike Tyson has come out of retirement, we just have them both fight him, and whoever survives, we'd end up with Mike Tyson.
What's Bernie? What's Bernie up to?
Oh, he's
Bernie
out.
Still alive?
Oh, he's alive, but he's
Oh,
out.
yeah.
He's not running.
No, he dropped out. I think it's right about this time that once the COVID stuff. When they couldn't do the
was it
primaries.
health issues or what? Because everyone I hear likes Bernie Sanders.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
He just. I think he figured I'm getting screwed again this year.
Yeah.
He's not going to be able to do it again in another 4 years.
Right.
No, he's done.
But what can you do? What do you think about old Mike Tyson coming out of retirement? Holyfield 3 match.
I'm ready to see it.
He also evidently accepted a Tito Ortiz match. So I don't know how that's going to fall out for him.
You gotta have a warm up, just to see.
Which one's the warm up?
Ortiz. That's the sad thing.
I don't know.
Throw money on him,
He's got the age on him. I think Tyson's probably tough as fuck, but
no, dude. I think Tyson at fucking 90 would still probably knock the fuck out of the fight that I want to see. If Tyson wants to pick a fight, just one of those fight anybody, I want to see Tyson and fucking Mayweather.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll watch Tyson fight anybody.
I mean, man, who wins? Who do you got?
We do.
I would go with Tyson on almost anything.
Money on Tyson.
I just want to see Mayweather get knocked the fuck out.
He's just insane.
I hate him.
Just a couple good ones, and I think he's lights out.
Yeah, well, an old mean pit bull is still a mean pit bull, even though it's
right.
Old.
Oh my god,
yeah,
it's scary.
You don't just lose that much crazy overnight.
No, that's in the bones on that guy. He's got crazy all the way down to his skeleton.
I got hairy legs.
Seriously.
But looks like
he's fucking jacked though.
He has gray hair.
Jacked, dude.
That's the only difference. I'm saying that's the only difference.
Yeah.
He has gray hair. He still looks fast. I mean, I couldn't even imagine.
Apparently, eating an ear in your 30s will help you in your 60s.
Yeah.
Here we go.
It looks like Asher Gemini is here with us. Asher, you there?
Yeah, man, I'm here. What's going on, guys?
Not much. You got a camera or anything?
Man, it's on my phone, man. It's really crappy, but let me see if I can try it, man.
Asher Gemini, regional hip hop star, filmmaker, review artist, whatever.
A bunch of it, right? A bunch of trades.
Trades.
Renaissance man.
We were just talking about Mike Tyson's return. I'm sure you might have a few things to say about that.
Yeah, man, Mike Tyson is nasty. I still think that he has to be out there. I mean, because he resembles skill, memory, and insanity.
Yeah.
You got to be insane to be able to get in there at 50 years old. Who's he boxing again? Is it Holyfield?
Yeah. He also took a fight against Ortiz, I read somewhere. So who knows how. I don't know if that's just going to be straight boxing or it has to be, right? He's not getting into MMA.
No. I think that he should definitely just do the Holyfield thing because that's the bite, the ear bite. He owes that man another fight, and kind of redeem himself, honestly, because I was a huge Mike Tyson fan. And I stuck up for him when he got his ass whooped by Lennox Lewis, and that was embarrassing. It looked like he was just in there to get the check, in my opinion.
Probably. And those checks are they have to do something about that. It shouldn't be as close as there shouldn't be a huge purse if you lose. Really, I mean,
right?
No matter what it is.
I mean, look at McGregor and Mayweather. McGregor knew he was going to lose that fight, but at the same time, come on, it's all about the money. And both those fighters sell fights so well, you know, and trash talking is like the name of the game, you know, and that sells tickets.
They took that to the next level for sure with all that.
Oh, dude, they didn't they go on like a world tour for that shit?
It seemed like it.
Hey, but will Mayweather get in the cage though?
Fuck no.
No, I don't see. I don't see any boxer going to the cage ever.
Not in the best interest, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah. They'd have to do so much extra training, which really says a lot for what boxing is, essentially.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
you have to have the rules in boxing. It's all about the rules.
You know, and MMA changed the whole landscape of bar fights. You get drunk, you might fuck around and get your arm broke.
Yeah. You gotta watch out for those tap out shirts. You gotta look out for the tap out shirts. Affliction. They label themselves pretty easy. But,
yeah, you know, some of them are fronters, though. You know, you might be able to hook them or uppercut them and lay them down, but you got to be careful.
Yeah,
these people are serious about it, you know.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, man. That's why I stay out the bar and stuff. I drink from home. I'm actually. I don't know if we can do this on the live thing. But,
oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So, but no, Mike Tyson, I think I'll watch it and I'll pay for it or I'll pay on it. I like the way I like to do it is I like to get a party involved and have everybody throw $5-10 and we do it that way.
That's the only real way to do it.
Starving artist here. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, I can pull your video up and we can watch that right now. Actually,
the one of the Venom.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I can pull it up. We're gonna play it on ZTO radio, but I can pull it up here too.
Who did the video?
I did it.
You did it.
You
so producer too. So
it was my first one, and you know, and it's something that because I started actually making Asher Gemini a brand, using it as like a YouTube, but at the same time, I don't want to be known as a YouTube rapper because they catch heat, you know. So like, oh, you're just a YouTube rapper. Like, oh, that sucks, you know. So I'm trying not to go that route, but I'm trying to also use it. Like right now, I've been doing reaction videos to the metal band Ginger, and it's.
I haven't watched those yet. But I really like Ginger, so I'm going to.
I've been watching a ton of reaction videos. I tell you what, I find myself at 2 a.m. and you know how you go down a spiral.
Wormhole, bro.
Yeah,
wormhole. Yeah.
I end up watching for like 2 hours straight. I watch these black dudes reacting to music that I grew up on.
Oh yeah.
And I find it hilarious, dude. I find like some of them are like they listen to some stuff and they're like in tears, and I just I laugh with them. I'm crying with them. Like I love it.
Lost in Vegas, is that the guys you watch? Because I've seen some of their stuff. Is that who it is?
No, I don't know who they are.
Anyways, I'm going to play this video.
In a world full of empty syringes, home of the slaves in the land that's pretending you gotta watch your step. Cause them damn snakes will get you off and leave you not now. Staring up at the ceiling like damn. You even told yourself you never let him back in. Now you're holding on to the venom, trying to feel normal again. You're addicted, got bit so much you snaked your own fan, man. You don't even know much pain you're inflicting, but you're used to it. Even made rock bottom your home, pushed everyone away over your love for poison. It's silly, we're adults now, we're supposed to be grown, but every time I see you, you're chasing a dog like it's a frisbee, or a stick that inflicts what in your life don't exist, but it does, it's just you can't see. You're stuck in black clouds with hovering demons. They starving and find their minds. I kill who first fed them to you. Flashback to when we were kids. They come out of it, it sickens me to watch the sickness thicken. It's killing me, I gotta be out. I just can't sit around and watch you kill yourself. Once the venom's in them, it's only the beginning. It's like they think the rest of the world stops spinning. They steal from their friends, steal from the women, steal from the family, play it off like the victims. Symptoms of addiction, in need of intervention. Locked up in prisons and enslaved by the system. I don't think I can can't forgive them. I know I can't forget them. I just hope they help themselves find a life that's worth living. There's some things in life that don't have a price. Things that no amount of money can buy. Things like the memories of all our good times. And things like the bond between you and I. But shit ain't been right ever since that first fight. You stole from my friends just to feel the venom strike. And I must have been blind or just out of my mind to think that you bite their hands but not mine. So I hope that it was good. I hope that you were high. I hope that it was worth every tear my mama cried while you texted my phone in the middle of the night saying come to my funeral cause tonight I might die. I said fuck that, why don't you stay strong and fight? Cause if you OD tonight it's like surprise, surprise. I love you my brother but I got to say goodbye. Cause I won't be a witness to your slow suicide. Once the venom's in them, it's only the beginning. It's like they think the rest of the world stops spinning. They steal from the friends, steal from the women, steal from the family, play it off like the victims. Symptoms of addiction, in need of intervention. Locked up in prisons and enslaved by the system. I don't think I can forgive them. I know I can't forget them. I just hope they help themselves find a life that's worth living.
Yeah, the stock footage is really good, especially if you have and you do short films and you need that drone shot of a city or something just to kind of put the vibe in where you're at, you know.
I was wondering how you did that because, like, I saw the spoons and the like heroin needles, and I'm like, did they go buy syringes?
Yeah, it went all out.
It'd be so hard.
It seems like a lot of danger involved in trying to make a music video.
Well, it's hard to get. Exactly. It's hard to get syringes now. They stopped selling them to public. I know our store did. We had a lot of crazy people coming in buying syringes.
Yeah, it's especially with me with 3 kids living at my house. I'm not doing that. But one thing I'm really excited about is I got a green screen coming 2 days before my 35th birthday next week, and I'm super excited about that because I also been working on a music video for Broken Mirrors, and the reason why I wanted the Venom music video to release before Broken Mirrors is one, it will give me something to get the ball going, you know, and let people know like, hey, this is kind of what's going on. And he was breaking that mirror right there.
Yeah.
So
the symbolism kind of leading to the next one.
Yeah, it kind of, so like when I do music videos, when I shoot a music video, I'm already planning what song I've done that ties in to it. You know what I mean? Okay. So every video ties into another video.
Right.
So that's just kind of what I've been like.
Puts them in like their own little universe.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. It's just like doing short films, right? Like we're trying to create this world, and you know, and that's something that and the timing was actually kind of perfect because I didn't want people to forget about that. You know what I mean? During the COVID, and like people are still on drugs and ODing still. That's
it's probably gotten a lot worse.
That's a pandemic or epidemic. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know about how I feel about COVID-19, about people rioting and shit. I get it. One thing I want to say about the riots right now that's going on, and it's huge. This is the first time in my life, at least, that I've seen different races so united, bro. And it's kind of inspirational.
It's the first time I've ever seen a mayor of a city like stop everything and be like, that guy needs to be charged with murder. And that never, I don't think I've ever seen that happen before, but it needs to.
And Trump kind of called him out on it. And I think he was kind of pissed off at Trump because Trump, I believe, said if that mayor can't get a grip, I'm going to send National Guard in and we're going to do the job right. So I just read that right before I got on here because I did a little bit of research and was watching it. And it was like, man, I don't believe in that, you know. I get it. But the thing is, I think the reason why it's going so far is deep down, the cops even think it. They even know.
I mean,
he fucked up. You know what I mean? And you didn't have to put your knee on his neck. Like
there's not a lot of instances where you need to do that. I mean, the dude wrote, what, he forged some checks or something. What the fuck? I mean, ultimately, if the guy's
even if he was acting a fool and needed to be taken down,
there's nothing.
He was handcuffed, right? Like he was handcuffed and then still had his knee
Where's
on
he
him.
going?
Like, what's that?
Exactly.
There was no point there. Like,
exactly.
you got him.
Like,
you got him.
Did you guys see the video of the CNN guy?
Yeah, I seen him get
dude, that was the craziest. I saw that this morning.
Right.
A CNN reporter getting arrested live on air.
Right.
Oh wow. I missed that one.
Dude,
nice.
He legit, like, he's recording, and then like they start like all moving around him, and then he's like he's talking, and they're smart enough. CNN, the camera guy is like, I'm not moving. And he keeps reporting and stuff, and then they come up, and he's telling them, hey, you know, they told us we were allowed to be here. If you tell me to move to somewhere else, I'll move. And then they're like, nope, you're under arrest.
Yeah, and he's a black dude too, right?
Yeah, he's a black dude.
So
then
I mean,
they arrested his producer. They arrested his producer, who I believe was white, and then they arrested the camera guy. And the CNN is just like, nope, we're not leaving for this. And you can hear the people in the video that's like on YouTube. You can hear the people on CNN being like, they're not telling us anything. They're literally giving like a play-by-play of why the cops are a-holes in this moment. Of like, you just heard our anchor ask why he's being arrested, and you also just heard the cops say, mind your own business. And like, dude, what is going on?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dad is actually the chief of police here in the town I live in. So like I feel like I've seen both sides of the fence, you know.
Right.
And
my dad was a cop for 27 years.
Well, sweet dude, small fucking world, right? So you know how it is.
Exactly.
Like that. You automatically become special. You do. You become special. You don't get involved in none of the parties.
You get a little bit more arrogant when you talk to cops, too.
Yeah, I mean, you can be, but if you go outside that town where your family is,
keep your mouth shut.
You'll find out real quick you ain't shit.
Or like for me, you know, when I was in high school and even in college, where I knew the cops. Well, now it's a bunch of fucking young ones that are, trying to prove that you walk up to the cruiser thinking it's one of the people you know, and they're like, sorry, get away, do not step in there. Like, okay, not going to talk. All right, cool, see ya. Talk to you later.
That actually happened. Yeah, that actually happened to me 2 days ago because I'm trying to get them to be more involved in the community in a positive way. Like join the 3-on-3 basketball tournament here in Richwood in August. But one thing that stuck with me is I'm not going to say his name because I really didn't care for him at the time. But when the shootings was going on, and he said one thing, he just killed it. He replied to me and he said, "You know what, Josh? There is bad cops like there's bad factory workers."
Right.
Yeah.
Touche, man. Touche.
There's bad people,
and it's always stuck with me,
Right.
There's bad people in every vocation, I would think.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I have such an odd feeling towards the police in general, just because every day if I get pulled over, my car's gonna get tossed. They're gonna look through it. They fucking always do.
Oh yeah.
Every time. There's never been a time they have.
I guarantee when I get pulled over, my drug charges from my past show up, but at the same time, that changes. That shows people can evolve when you can say, when's the last time you caught a drug charge? 9-10 years ago,
Right.
So, I try to respect them. And I do as much because I found out, and I'll have an interesting story about Marysville police. They actually thought I was a fugitive because someone called me and I got felony stopped, the gun pointed at me and everything. I had my 2-year-old daughter in the car.
Wow.
My 2-year-old daughter was in the back seat in the car seat.
Shit.
You know, it's up to you. Do you want to hear it or?
Sure. Yeah, lay it on me.
So this happened in Marysville, 15 minutes from where my dad's the chief of police, right? So I go to the daycare that my daughter is after work in Marysville. I pick her up. I guess the neighbor said that I resembled a fugitive of someone in Marysville, Ohio, that kidnapped his girlfriend and held her hostage and sexually abused her and beat her up and just a real monster, right? Well, I'm pulling in to get my girlfriend from work, and I see cops in my rear view down, you know, like a half a mile with the lights on. And I'm like, oh, shit. And I get out the way. I pull into the parking lot. Well, these fools follow me. You know what I mean? And and I look in the rear view, and there's a bunch of cops with guns pointed at me. And I'm like, what the hell did I do? Right? Like, holy shit. And the very first thought was, all right, Josh, don't get yourself shot. Do what they say, right? They say, put your hands up. Damn it, put your hands up. Yeah. Let them do their thing. So they, you know, felony stop me, you know, put your hands out of the car, step backwards, you know what I mean? You know, get down on your knees, put your hands behind your back, lay down. And they did their whole thing. My girlfriend comes out of work, which is now my fiance, and she is livid. My 2-year-old daughter, I'm like, you better chill out. These are police. You know what I mean? Like, and they're on, like, you got to stop. You know what I mean? So eventually, of course, they knew who I was eventually after I gave them my social and everything like that. And they let me go.
Did they apologize?
And I ended up just, well, you know, they did. But I told them, I was like, you guys owe me one now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, you better get in this basketball tournament, damn it. You know what I mean? Like, come on. It's protect and serve. Don't forget the second part. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but that was a pretty crazy. That was the first time we was just actually talking about it tonight. And I was like, dude, I kind of felt badass, you know? Like,
Well,
in a movie. I'm kind of a badass. Because I know I didn't really do nothing, but at the time I was like, did I do something? You know what I mean?
Well, I was with
what did you find out about?
I was with Jason one time remember that when you got pulled over at your house when you were living at your parents and the cop.
You were with me?
Yeah, I was with you.
Yeah.
And you pulled in and you opened your door and you got out to like go inside.
I had to pee. I was driving home really fast because I had to pee. He pulls me over like right in front of my house, and I opened up the door, and he didn't like that one bit.
Oh no, he opened.
But that's not even, that ain't nothing. Me and my brother, we went camping in Hocking Hills, and I took a BB gun with me, air cartridge BB gun.
Oh yeah.
And it was like 2 a.m, and the state
trooper,
the park rangers.
Oh,
they come back through the camping sites, doing a little round or check. And Gary, my brother, has his gun held up in the air. He's shooting at it. He's shooting at a rope that it was tied to a tree, and he was just seeing if he could hit the rope.
Oh, okay.
So the next thing, the thing before we knew it, out of nowhere, like, put your hands up. Ohio Park Rangers, get your hands in the air. They're like screaming at us, and Corey was with us, and he's deaf, you know, so he couldn't hear what they were saying. He had no idea, and he wasn't putting his hands up. They're like screaming at him.
Oh my God.
One had a shotgun, and one had a pistol.
Why do they have these weapons?
Well, no, I mean,
they're park rangers.
Yeah, they're police.
Right.
I mean, I guess.
They said they thought they heard
deer get
dry
rowdy.
fire. They thought they heard dry fire, and when they looked, they could see that Gary had a freaking pistol in the air. So they they were cool about it afterwards. And then I was like, I'm telling you, I got to give you guys props because I didn't hear a twig break. I didn't hear nothing. They had to come down a little path to get to our campsite.
Yeah.
And I didn't hear nothing. They were on top of us and without us. I was like, You guys did a great job. That was terrifying to turn around and have guns pointed at you. It's 2 a.m. They got a fire going. I'm chilling out, and the next thing I know, I got a shotgun pointed at me. Like, wow.
That makes you wonder if like they have some sort of special training. Like, listen, guys, you're never gonna catch anybody. They're gonna hear you coming with these twigs and shit. You gotta move.
I figure probably a lot of them are like ex-military, so I'm sure they're well trained in that.
Yeah. How about that trivia? You want to get that going? We'll see what happens.
All right. It's going to be who directed.
Who directed?
Yep. Anyway, we're doing it. First one that chimes in gets a point.
And I'm just gonna start off with this. This is horrible. I am horrible at this because I don't know directors. I don't know actors. I can't even tell you the actors' names in like Walking Dead's or like the mainstream popular. I can't even tell you. So I'm gonna suck, but I'm gonna try.
Well, the last question's gonna be worth 100 points. So as long as you get the last one, you're all right.
Okay. It's kind of that's the only important one.
Here we go. Who directed Cabin Fever?
That's Eli Roth, right?
Frank gets it.
All right.
Hey, my favorite, just real quick, my favorite was when they was shaving and the skin came off. That was my favorite part of that.
That's right.
Yeah,
that might be the only Eli Roth movie I like. I think.
And when
that was my favorite part.
He puts his hand down her panties and then pulls it up, and it's just dripping with blood. I was like, what's going on here,
bro? Yes. All right.
Here we go. Fucking bed after this shit, dude.
Who directed Creature from the Black Lagoon? I would have never got this. I don't know.
G.G. Wells. It's some old shit, right? What is it?
It's Jack Arnold. I don't even know who it is.
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
Okay, who directed Reanimator?
Stuart Gordon.
Yes.
I'm gonna win.
Yeah, you are. That is nice.
Who directed All the Boys Love Mandy Lane?
I don't even know what is that?
Never seen
it. It's like a kind of a teenage slasher. It ain't bad.
I don't know.
All the Boys Love Mandy Lane is directed by Jonathan Levine. Who directed The Ruins? Anybody seen this?
I have it.
I've heard of it. I have not seen it.
Yeah, I just watched part of it the other day.
The plants that dig into your leg, and what a great movie.
Yeah. Eli Roth.
That's a good guess.
Wes Craven.
It's Carter Smith. All right, here's an easy one.
Here's an easy one.
Who directed The Village?
That's
M. Night Shyamalan.
Yep.
That's it. And see, I wasn't a fan of that though.
Nobody was.
The Village?
Nobody was.
I liked it.
Nobody was.
I liked it all right.
I do need to watch it again because I've watched it once and it was when it first came out.
I mean,
I think I seen that in the theater.
Yeah.
It pissed me off. Like, the twist is...
It did.
No.
It did.
I wanted that to actually be a town of monsters,
Yeah.
That would have been a better story. But it is what it is.
All right. Who directed Maniac Cop?
Oh.
God, I haven't even seen that since the 80s or in the 90s whenever it came out.
First name is William.
Oh.
William.
It's not Shatner.
No, it's Shatner. William Lustig.
All right.
Who directed Monster Squad?
And I don't know directors.
Monster Squad. No one knows Monster Squad?
Joe Dante.
No, that's a good guess. But no. Fred Decker.
Sure.
That sounds actually familiar.
Yeah. All right, here's another easy one. Who directed Ghost of Mars?
That's John Carpenter.
Yep. And last one, no one is going to get, but it's worth 100 points if you do.
Oh, boy.
Frank, you might know. I doubt you even know.
Maybe.
Who directed Ghoulies?
Shit. Henenlotter?
I think one of your kids' name is this first name.
Quentin?
Nope.
Luca?
Yep.
Oh.
Which is a badass name, by the way.
Yeah, that's from Final Fantasy. Actually, it's a
Nice.
It's a like a land or whatever, a village or something.
Luca Berkovici.
Yeah, that was some very hard trivia, and
yeah, that wasn't half of those movies wasn't.
Hey, you just made me want to just have to get to know my directors now because I feel.
Yeah, I know a handful. I know you got your John Carpenter. I could name his movies off. Basically, if we've done it on the horror podcast,
you want to do a John Carpenter trivia?
I mean, sure. I'll give it a whirl. Nothing else to do. Our guests fell through. I kind of figured that Diamond Dave would fall through because he's stuck in the Philippines. That's why I wanted to talk to him, because he's stuck in the Philippines. And
that is nice.
He's been stuck there since the virus hit. So, Palmer's probably.
I mean, how's that work? I mean, what's he doing for money?
I don't know. I wanted to ask him all these questions because he's pretty usually. I mean, I don't know. He's usually pretty fucking broke. So I don't know. I don't know how he got there. He's got some lady over there.
Oh yes. Very nice.
All right, here we go. We're gonna do this quick. Oh, but the questions are dumb.
So let's do them, man.
All right, John Carpenter. Everything's John Carpenter. John Carpenter graduated from which film school?
Fuck. That's the way we're going?
He said that's the way we're going.
Boston. Let's go with Boston. Is that a film school?
I mean, here.
Massachusetts.
The Boston School of Film.
Think Southern California.
I don't know colleges, man. I know that less than directors.
USC. Yep, USC. USC Film School. All right, which of the following is not a John Carpenter film?
All right, this is where I shine.
All right, which is not a Carpenter film? Halloween, The Fog, or The Dark?
The Dark.
Yep. In which year was Carpenter born? 45, 48, or 52?
48.
45.
48.
Damn.
Baby.
In what year did Carpenter receive the Bram Stoker Award for Lifetime Achievement?
1998. What'd you say, Josh?
97.
I'm going to say 2002.
2007.
Wow.
Oh, damn.
What is the name of Carpenter's son? See, these are stupid questions.
John the second.
And we're looking for a first, middle, and last name.
Oh, good Lord. It's not, his last name's not Carpenter?
First and last is John Carpenter.
Oh, no.
John Witherspoon Carpenter.
No. It is John Cody Carpenter. In 1998, Carpenter's spouse, Sandy King, produced which of his films?
What year was it?
1998, Carpenter. His wife produced it.
Vampires.
Correct.
Hey, that fucking surprised me.
True or false? Carpenter's middle name is Henry.
True.
Yeah, I'd say true.
False.
Somebody's right.
Know it? Do you have a guess then, Jake?
I was gonna say it's
John Jacob.
No, it's something. It's like, oh shit. Give me 2 seconds.
Alan.
His middle name is Howard.
Ah, damn it.
This is my second one I got right.
Carpenter wrote the screenplays for how many Halloween films? 2, 4, or 6?
2.
4.
6.
What'd you say, Frank?
2.
And what films were they?
The first and the second one?
Yep. Oh, Frank. All right. Carpenter had a cameo role as a gang member in which film?
Oh my God. What?
I'm saying Escape from New York.
Nope.
That's a good guess, though. Was it one of his films?
Yeah.
A gang member. Prince of Darkness?
Assault on Precinct 13.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Last one.
Have you ever seen that?
No, I haven't seen it. Between 2005 and 2006, Carpenter wrote how many shorts for the television series Masters of Horror? 2, 5, or 7?
5.
2.
2.
Hey.
Pro-life and cigarette burns. Those are stupid questions.
You guys right now have just put me to shame on my horror videos.
Well, we've been doing a horror podcast for like 2 years now. So we've watched how many movies is it we've watched?
I have no idea.
Almost 200 and reviewed them and stuff. So you pick up a lot of weird shit along the way.
Man, you know, someone that you should have on your show is Travis.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, dude.
You guys can both come on sometime. I mean,
I'm not very good. I'll throw some guesses out there, but I can tell you if I liked the video or if I didn't.
Well, we just watch movies.
Yeah, that's what we do.
We watch and talk about movies, so we pick 4 a month.
Is it kind of like the Joe Bob Drive-In?
No, I wish we were like that. We just kind of watch movies and then we rate them. We on a scale of 1 to 10. We talk about what we liked about them, stuff like that. So, like this month, we're doing Bad Channels. I don't know if you've ever seen that. A movie called Monsterland, and then we're doing one called Intruder. And what was the other one you picked, Jason? I can't. Oh, the Final Terror. And they're all like free on Tubi, so like anybody can watch them and people can join us or whatever. Jake just was on the one we talked about, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise. And
franchise.
Yeah, we covered them all.
Yeah, like the
Were you on the first half? Were you on the first part, Jake? I can't remember.
What?
We did the first 4 movies, and then we did the last 4. Were you on the first 4 too? I can't remember who was on it.
No, I was on the last one.
Oh yeah.
Like the beginning, Leatherface.
The 2003 movie and 2 good ones, two bad ones.
What's the best horror film that came out in 2020 so far?
I don't know. What's
The
come
Invisible
out?
Man.
Yeah, as I say.
What's come out this year? Let me pull up and see what.
Yeah, I don't.
The Invisible Man. That's the best so far, in my opinion.
Hey, and I went to the drive-in last weekend, and I seen that. That is pretty decent. I like the concept, a nice little twist at the end. Wasn't expecting it. I would love to watch it in an actual theater. I think it would be a better experience because the screen was small and everything at the drive-in in Kenton. I went to the drive-in.
You went to the drive-in in Kenton?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know it was playing out there.
I didn't know they were open yet. The last time I went there, it like totally bummed me out because when I was a kid, I used to love going out there, and it was so much different than what I remember. Like, I don't know. I just didn't like it as much. Maybe it's because
I remember having, I don't know if it was in Kenton or in close to Piqua, but didn't they used to have speakers? Like that you put inside your window and you roll your window up?
Yeah.
I didn't like that it came through the radio.
No, then you got to fucking have your car on the whole time. And
right.
You're down your fucking battery.
But we had I remember we used to bring like a little boom box and like lay on the grass when we were kids and shit. So that's where I saw Pee-wee, Big Top Pee-wee. Fucking, it doesn't look like there's many movies.
Hey, before I get kicked out of here, my phone's acting funny and it's on no bars right now. I just want to let you guys know, thanks for having me. And hey, good background. You guys' videos are all nice. Mine's all hood, moving around and all hood. But hopefully we can come together again soon. Yeah. Is this going to be on YouTube?
Yeah, this will be on all our stuff. It'll take me a couple of days. I got other videos I got to release first, but yeah, this will be up in a couple of days. All
right. Well, I'll do a video and shout you guys out, man. And thanks for having me.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna probably wrap up anyways. You guys got anything else you want to talk about?
Nope.
All right. Well, that'll be a show. Thanks for everything, guys.
Yep. See you guys.
Thank you guys. We'll have to get together once this is all over and do a live session.
Yeah, we'll do some stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Right on. Later on, guys.
See ya.
Yeah.